You know, when we talk about marriage, the blessed memory teacher said there's time and there's God's perfect person. So he said the perfect timing bring perfect person. Wrong timing bring wrong person. Recently in Nigeria, there was a soldier, young soldier, that died. He married last year or this year, April, I don't know. And they don't know the conflict between him and his wife, a soldier. In the barrack, he and his wife were fighting, they were quarreling before he was set aflame. Pour petrol on his body and he got burnt. Now the story is two sides. The wife said it's him that was angry and went to the other room where there's petrol and was making the room. All of a sudden petrol was on the ground and the air and he lit fire unexpectedly. Another story said she poured the petrol on him because he was cheating and lit him up. Marriage that have not gotten to 1 year. Sometimes when you force yourself into things, it can cause death. Are we communicating? Two things happen when you go ahead of time. If you are before time or ahead of time, this is what we're saying now. There's before time. There is you running ahead of time. Every child that is born before time or ahead of time might die. Your purpose have timing. If you give birth to your purpose before time or ahead of the right time, there's every possibility that purpose will die. Ecclesiastes 3:1. For everything there is a season. A time for every purpose. Ecclesiastes 3:1. A time for every purpose. A time for every purpose. A time for every purpose. Purpose is designated into time. Do you see that? Yes, you must know the timing of the purpose. If you go ahead time to fulfill purpose, there's every possibility you will die. Or if you go before the time, there is time. There's time. You must not go ahead or before the time. A child that is born ahead of time might end up as a stillborn or miscarriage if there's so much mercy incubator. If it comes ahead or later, before timing. Oh, there's before, there's after time. If it comes after time, it might be a stillbirth. Say purpose, have timing. Yes, purpose, have timing. And there's every possibility that you don't know the timing of your purpose. That timing is in God's hand, alone and alone. That time is in whose hand? It's in whose hand? God does not tell you the timing. Your purpose is like rapture. It happens suddenly. You don't know when it will happen. You don't know when things will change. You don't know what tomorrow is. 5 seconds to when your life will change. You don't even know. That's how it is. For example, in Esther's parents died. Very frustrating life. Her father and her mother died. She was living with her uncle. Another frustration in life. But yes, she was a good girl. That's good. She respected her uncle and married a king, acceptable will. She was good girl, married a king is the acceptable will. But now when it came to the perfect will, which is purpose, she didn't even know. It was in Esther 4 from verse 11. Her uncle said, do you know whether you were sent to this kingdom for a time as this? That is your purpose. The reason why God allowed you to marry a king is to save us this time. Purpose have timing. You see that? Okay, Esther 4:14. It said, she was complaining when it was time for her to work. So he gave a copy to the then Esther spoke. They told Esther that they want to destroy all the Jewish people. She said, it's not possible to appear before the king. He must call you first before you come. She was giving a lot of excuse. And the uncle said, come, let me remind you. This excuse you are giving, don't think you'll be safe there. And Mordecai told them to answer her, verse 13. Do not think in your heart that you will escape the king's palace any more than all the other Jews. For if you remain silent, at this time, relief and deliverance will come from the Jews, from on that place. But you and your father's house will be perished. Yet, who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Who knows whether the purpose of that marriage was for a time like this? To every purpose, there's a time. 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 May you not miss your timing. May you not go ahead of your time. And may you not die before the time. Emotional intelligence. I'm going somewhere. The soul is where we call emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is when you die before your time. Because you don't know how to. Because she was an orphan. She can kill herself because of purpose. Say, what kind? Because of emotional disturbance. Imagine being an orphan left alone. That is what Paul said. We were pressed beyond measure, that we despair of life. If you lost your father, you lost your mother, there's every possibility to find yourself in that place of despair. You've been pressed beyond measure. if you don't have money, there's every possibility of you finding yourself in that place of despair. If you mistakenly marry the wrong man, wrong woman, and later all the relationships spoiled, there's every possibility you find yourself in the place of despair. Do you see that? Yes, but there's a way out. There's a way out. I said there's a way out. I said there's a way out. You will not die before your purpose. In the name of Jesus.